Marjorie Taylor Greene was Donald Trump's most loyal ally. Now, she is calling for the 25th Amendment and for Trump to be removed from office after he called for a whole civilization to be blown up tonight. He said, quote, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again." Now, Republicans in the media are having trouble defending this. Some...
All right, come on, people. Come on, people. We are just... This is enough. This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. This man is mad. How many times are we going to keep saying that this man is mad? Today is what? Tuesday, Sunday. The kind of messages that this man, I'm talking about the President of the United States, the kind of messages that this man has been putting out. These are messages of a madman. He has to be removed from that seat. He has to be removed from that White House and taken to a mental institution. He has to be put in a home for old people who have been treated of dementia. This man, we cannot longer sit here and try to make this look normal. It is not normal. Americans, it is not normal for a leader. Imagine that if Donald Trump was on a board of director of some big company. By now, he would have been taken off. But the thing is, you Americans gave him the mandate. So you guys have to take him off. And you guys can only do that through Congress. So your members of Congress needs to put that 25th Amendment. That is the only way that this man can be taken out of that White House. We are trying to build the wall, not to destroy. The war is raging in Iran. Everybody is thinking like, when can we find peace? When can we let the world to go as normal so people can go about their daily life and try to enjoy life? But every day, this man is drawing us closer and closer to the Third World War. The atomic bomb is going to be dropped. We need to be talking about this. Everybody needs to create your own channel. Go on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Make your videos. You might be thinking that your videos would not do any different, but your voice is what you've got. Your freedom of speech. We need to make sure this man is stopped. He needs to be stopped. And the Republicans, they love power and money. They can clearly see that this man is finished, that this man is insane with the kind of messages he's putting out to the world. This is the president. This is not Russia. This is not even Iran. This is the president of the United States, for God's sake. This is the president of the United States. He needs to be stopped.
aren't even trying to defend this. Listen to Republican Ron Johnson, a senator from Wisconsin, who said, listen, I hope that Trump does not start hitting civilian infrastructure. At least this guy has some sort of moral clarity about this specific situation.
I am hoping and praying that President Trump this really is bluster. I do not want to see us start blowing up civilian infrastructure. I do not want to see that. We are not at war with the Iranian people. You know, we are trying to liberate them.
Honestly, Senator Ron Johnson got down to the heart of the issue in just a 15-second clip. Donald Trump's promise at the start of this war, his promise to the Iranian people was liberation. The impetus of this war back in January was Donald Trump saying the Iranian people should go free themselves from an oppressive regime. The Iranian people went out into the streets and tens of thousands were killed. Even though Donald Trump promised the U.S. would have their back,
this man needs to be stopped. A lot of people keep talking about Donald Trump promising his promises. I still am going to ask you guys, why would you believe somebody who has been found liable for sexually assaulting a woman, somebody who has been found guilty, he has a 34 count felony charge, found guilty doesn't pay his taxes. Chief fraudster, con man. Why would you believe somebody like that? At that age, you think Donald Trump is going to change. You guys were thinking, and then it's so annoying, not even annoying. It's so sad when you see some people saying that he is the greatest president of the United States. A con man. Somebody who brags about sexually assaulting women. That is the greatest. If you guys think that he is the greatest president of the United States, that means you guys are morally bankrupt. You guys are morally bankrupt. And America can sit today and claim that they have the strongest military. Yes, you guys have got the strongest military. But let me remind you guys, the beast that you're feeding is going to turn back and eat you. This beast that you guys are feeding is going to turn back and eat you guys. It doesn't matter how people are going to try and make this guy look presidential. He is never going to be a president. He is always going to be Donald J. Trump, the felon. Donald J. Trump, the felon. Donald J. Trump, the guy who brags about assaulting women sexually. That is the person he's going to be till he dies. He's never going to be president. So it doesn't matter what you guys do.
He did nothing. He stayed silent and didn't say shit for a few months. Then, when February 28th came around, he launched a war that was too late, that didn't have any clear objective, and has now harmed the Iranian people more than helped them. After Donald Trump started...
Doesn't matter how you guys try to paint it, he will never be president. So you guys should stop wasting your time.
This has literally just been given to me. This is from Truth Social, where Donald Trump does his best work, so to speak. Shocking, really, what he said. He says here, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary, wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. Your thoughts on that?
How many deadlines have come and gone since the beginning of this conflict? One thing I would say, though, is this is he's taking a page directly from President Vladimir Putin's playbook when it comes to hitting energy infrastructure and vital civilian infrastructure in Ukraine. It's the same thing that Vladimir Putin has done repeatedly, and the world has condemned him repeatedly for that. And President Trump
called it a war crime.
It's the same thing. No doubt. No doubt he sees himself like one of them. No doubt he will say Putin is a great leader. Putin is a genius.
So President Trump has clearly taken the decision that the only way to put a stop to Iran's nuclear regime is to target civilian infrastructure in that country. And one of the big questions as well is, as you say, what is the retaliation going to be? What can the Iranians do to push back? And it will be to attack the Gulf Arab countries, absolutely no doubt about it. And it's been interesting as well, just over the last several weeks, to watch that sort of narrative in terms of where the various Gulf countries fall on this. Qatar's been backing the peace conversations that the Pakistanis have been pushing. And they're obviously not directly in any talks with the United States, Israel, and Iran.
I just want to bring everyone's attention to what Donald Trump has posted just in the last minute or so on his social media, saying a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter and less radicalised minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary, wonderful can happen. Who knows? We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. That is Donald Trump writing on Truth Social just a couple of minutes ago. Okay, to discuss all of this a little bit further, joining me now is Hassan Ahmadian. He's an associate professor at the University of Tehran. Thanks so much for being with us here.
Sure.
First of all, what do you make of that statement, if we can just go through it almost line by line at this point?
I mean, I think, it's not out of context with what he has been tweeting and coming up with comments.
No doubt he will see, what's his name? The guy from Hungary. He sees these guys are as the best kind of leader that he wants to be. Those are the people that Donald Trump wants to be like. The guy from North Korea, those are the people that Donald Trump wants to be like. A president will say he's going to wipe out a whole civilization. And the same person who says, I am there to liberate Iranian people. And then you are still promising that you're going to wipe them out. When you say that, how do you think the Iranian people, even those who are not in favor of the Islamic government, how do you think they see America? It's almost like you are saying you're going to take away the beast and you're going to bring a bigger beast to come and eat you. I'm going to take the small beast that is eating you, but I'll put in place by putting in place a bigger beast that will not only eat the small beast, but will eat you alongside the small beast. That is what he's saying. I don't think Iranian people are going to accept that. But we know how many deadlines he's given. Tonight is the night. We will see tonight if he's going to chicken out again. And I don't even know what Iran is saying, but we need to find out actually what Iran is saying about